Okay, I'm trying a horizontal video. Let's see how this goes. I told you guys I was going to update you on my apartment situation. And do you know that the apartment that I'm moving into in June, a month, just a little bit more. Wait, where are we? We're almost at May, so a month away pretty much. I saw it a year ago or a year and a half ago before it was even built. So this is the weird thing. And I forgot that it was that one before I went to see it this time around. So I went to see this place a year and a half ago, and it was just being built, and they had shown it's kind of like the demo, like it's like the place has not been built yet, but you can go into a construction zone to see their demo suite before the building is made. And I had to wear a hard hat to go in there. I still had the weakness in my leg at that time, so the woman who was showing me the place had to kind of help me in this crane thing that we were taking up to go see it was insane. And at that time, I thought there's no way that I'm going to live here because it felt far away from where I was used to. I couldn't imagine this building built. It felt like it was definitely over my budget or price range that I was used to or that I thought I could afford. And even just getting to the construction area felt so difficult because there was like a lot of uphill kind of areas. And yeah, and it was like for all the reasons like that I thought were legit reasons, I was like, no, there's no way I'm doing this. So I walked away from it. Then recently, in the last few months, I saw a post. I've seen many posts. I've been telling you guys I'm going to see rental apartments, and it's been difficult because the place that I'm in right now, I love. You can see it around me, behind me, and you've seen it in my videos more recently. And if I could stay here, I would love to, even if it's in another suite. But I've been looking at different places and just it didn't seem to measure up. And then there are things that I need now that I didn't need a few years ago. So I've been going to see places that I think could work, and then I walk in, I don't have the right feeling, and it would be great. It would have been great for me like a couple of years ago, but the area just is not in alignment with what I need right now. So I go to see this place that I'm getting in June, that I'm moving into in June. And when I go to see it and put it in my calendar on my phone, my calendar already shows up that address as if I put it in my phone before. And I'm like, how is that possible? I've never been here before. Well, actually, I didn't even clue in that it's the place that I went to see during the construction zone. It hadn't been built yet. I had thought it was a clear no to me at that time. And it just blew me away when I arrived at the building, what it turned out to be. And the only reason that I was sure that it's the same place that I saw during its construction time was because there was a sushi restaurant that I waited at for a handy dart bus during that construction time. And I remember it felt like the only thing that I could like sit at and have something at and stay warm in. and I just couldn't wait to go home. And that sushi place I saw again, and I was like, wow, this whole area feels so different now. I mean, I don't know if all the other shops and things were there before. Definitely there's a physio, massage, medical, like walk-in clinic, and where you could go see like a family doctor, um, massage, chiropractic, all in the building, like attached to the building. And it's a really tall building, like a high rise. And I just couldn't, like, it actually amazes me how things get constructed, because whenever people envision or have been the architect or the part of the construction team to build these, I could not see it, even though I walked into a construction zone of it. And it is beautiful. And it is very brand new because they didn't finish building it till last year, so it's less than a year old. It's newer than the building that I'm in right now. And the best part is that when I walked in, even the woman, like the woman who's showing it to me, I love that I'm not renting for a rental company or a building manager. It's someone that owns the suite. And as soon as she said hi to me, it was like she wanted me to be there. Like it was such a great feeling to like be wanted in a place. And I had told you guys that I want to find a place that I don't need it to hold a lot of my things, because I'm getting rid of most of my things. I have gotten rid of most of my things in the past couple of years, but I'm even getting rid of that. I just want a place to hold me. And this place and this woman, it just makes me feel like it's going to hold me. It's going to hold me, and not just hold me up so that I don't fall, but like really warm me. And I don't know if my voice is going off just because I've been speaking a bit, or I think it made me a little emotional. Like it was like, wow, I wouldn't have picked this area, and I didn't pick that area or that building when it was being constructed. But I realized that I wasn't ready for it back then. I wasn't ready for it when I saw it in construction, not because it wasn't readily built, but I didn't think that I could afford that. Maybe I didn't think that I was ready for moving out so far, but over the past couple of years, I've been living in places further out than I thought I would, in areas that are not as familiar with me. And I realized like I not only can do it, but it actually sometimes is better for me. And when you're not ready for something, it just doesn't work out. Like your energy has to be in line. You have to be ready for it. And I was not ready for it back then. But all those things that I said no to back then are actually like such great things for me now. And it just made me think like how I was thinking back in times of my life where things felt like they didn't work out, or they didn't go the way that I wanted them to. But I realized that I wasn't ready for the things I thought I was ready for, whether it was apartment, whether it was the relationship, whether it was a certain guy or a certain lifestyle. It wasn't meant for me. And sometimes when it's not meant for you, then at a different stage in your life, you could be very ready for it, and it can be very meant for you. That's not me saying go back to an old relationship that you're pining about now, that you think you missed out on the one. No, I don't usually recommend that. But even in relationship, I think that I thought that I was ready for a certain kind of relationship, but I definitely wasn't. Like, I needed to go through everything that I have gone through in the past years to find the kind of relationship that I really want. And it kind of makes me laugh and sad and kind of relieved that I've said this before, that the relationships that I was in the past didn't work out because I wasn't in the right frame of mind or emotionally, I don't want to say intelligent, because I think I am pretty emotionally intelligent, but I wasn't in the right emotional stage to like myself enough, to love myself enough, to be with someone, to choose the right person that would love me, because they say that you teach someone how you should be treated. And I thought I was treating myself pretty well, but I don't think I was, because comparatively, I'm so much more able to choose myself and to really see what it is that I need and to not compromise my needs for someone else, especially someone that really isn't looking out for me. So this place is gonna hold me, and I feel like it's looking out for me. I feel like the owner of it is looking out for me, even though I hadn't met her before. And I feel like the universe has been looking out for me, because it was like, okay, you don't feel ready for it at that time a year and a half ago. That's fair. But actually now it's even better for me, because the way that this woman has, she's already furnished it and she's already decorated it. And now I can see what it looks like when someone does it really well. And it feels cozy. I mean, even everything's new, like the bed, the duvet, and it's so well thought through and so well chosen. And I feel like I was well chosen for it, and it was well chosen for me. And now I'm so happy to be ready for it. So, on that note, the woman who owns this place that I'm going to be moving into, when the day that I met her, I also met her boyfriend, because he was there at the place and she's moving in with him. So that's why she's renting out her beautiful place that I'm so happy to be chosen to be able to move into. But I asked them how they met, and they told me they met online. And I said, oh, I tried that a while back, and it didn't really seem to work out for me. But I was like, wait a second. I wasn't ready for it. I was attracting people that maybe actually were in line with where I was at, because I wasn't ready for what I really want. And I feel like I am ready. And so I told her, I said, you guys have inspired me. I think I'm going to try it again. Not to say that online dating is the only way to meet someone, but I'm just putting it out to the universe that I'm going to, invest that time and energy and focus into that as well again. And putting it out to the universe on my YouTube channel that I am ready for the right person, and I'm excited about it. Whether I meet him online or in my new area, in my new building. Oh my God. Even in the elevator, I was like so impressed by the people there. I'm like, I could totally be surrounded by these people. There's a really cool bar that is like a local, it's a big bar, well-known bar there, that is just a few steps away from the building. And it's going to be like my new Cheers, and maybe I'll meet someone there. Maybe it will be online, maybe it will be in person, but whatever it is, I feel so much more ready. And yeah, I I just wanted to put out the reminder that sometimes when you don't get what you think you want, it's because the universe knows that you're not ready for it. And that's a good thing then, that you don't get what you want, because if you're not ready for it, you won't be able to appreciate it. You won't be able to make it work. And at the time when you are ready for it, I think it brings a whole other energy and a whole other experience that we can really enjoy. Because if I had gotten this place or tried to force myself to decide on it a year and a half ago, who knows what would have happened. But I think that this is actually the right timing. You know what they say, when the student is ready, the teacher appears. Well, when the tenant is ready, the right home appears. And when the person that believes in real love is ready, the right partner appears. I really, really believe that. So anyway, thanks for listening, and I will talk to you soon.